Yo, what's poppin', YouTube? Back once again. Now, I wanted to talk to y'all about something. You know what I'm saying? Being that my juices is flowing right now. We're gonna talk about relationships. How many of y'all know what symbiosis is? Symbiosis, right? Symbiosis is when two biological entities come together for a specific person. There's different types though. Like we're gonna talk about both. We can talk about one from the narcissistic perspective and one from the empath perspective. When you're in a relationship with a narcissist, right? 9 times out of 10, let's just say 10 times out of 10, the relationship is going to be parasitic in nature, which means that the parasite will eventually kill its host. That relationship is a parasitic relationship. From the perspective of an empath, when you're dealing with symbiosis, you also have what you call a mutualistic relationship. A mutualistic relationship is where neither party benefits, but they're both happy. You understand? So when you talk about relationships and symbiosis and different things like that, there's actually, well, they say it's 5, but some scholars actually critique it down up to about 6. But the parasitic and the mutualistic in nature are the relationships that you can focus on at this point in this particular time right now. The reason why I chose to do this subject on top of other things is because my mind has a vast array of different things that I would like to talk about. Like a lot of the things that people think they want to talk about and sit in the sandbox with me, they don't want to sit in the sandbox with me. I'm too intuitive. Trust me. So what I do is I just continue on with life in this regular fashion, man. The way that I should, do what I do, man. You don't worry about things around you and stuff like that. Trust me, I can guarantee you, and I'm willing to bet you everything that your life, right? Your life and the things that you value, right, will always still be the same because you're wise and you're aware of certain things. So it'll never have to be a competition or a race or anything like that. You don't have to really worry about that. You know why? Because you know, just like everybody else know. Like my grandmother, right? She had this garden, right? And the garden was like so beautiful. You feel me? Beautiful in the terms to the point to where it was like everything was in order. You feel me? It wasn't a small garden, but it wasn't a humongous one, but it was bigger than what we needed. And every morning I used to go out there with her, while she go through the leaves and prune certain shit. She might pick a couple carrots, go to the back, pick a couple stalks of corn or something like that. But while I was with her, I paid attention to everything she showed me and everything she told me about plants and how they grow and how to nourish them and the things that you can put in a hole that's designated for the plant before you actually pot it or whatever, however you gonna do it. Because a lot of people, they get potted plants and then they insert them into the ground. But like she showed me this trick with fish and eggs. She got like some sardines and some eggs and she mixed it up and she threw it in the bottom of it in a sock and put the plant on top of it and put a lot of water on it. And I said, Granny, why you do that? She said, because this plant is going to be able to eat a long time, even if the soil don't have no nitrogen in it. This is what my grandmother said to me. Now, I'm little. I'm looking at her nitrogen. I haven't even got to that point in school yet, you heard? But I remember the term so well that I even remember it right now to be able to recount it to you. You understand? So now, in life, you have choices, right? You have choices. Everybody have choices, right? A narcissist, they don't have a choice. They just have a playbook, a script of rules that they actually go by every day, all the time. You don't worry about stuff like that. You can't worry about that, because if you worry about that, that shit is going to distract you. Trust me, it's going to distract you. Never let that shit worry you. You know, the thing about being with a narcissist is, man, that shit is like being in prison, you heard? Like, for real, for real. Like, they the warden, you understand? Because they control, like, the emotional shit and all that. You know, so, like, this right here, this experience right here is, like, so great and so grand for me. Like, I'm learning so much. You feel me? Like, me, I'm, like, mutualistic in nature. You heard? Like, I'm actually an overgiver. You hear people talk about it all the time. It looks like you the type of person that's overgiving. Oh, you must have been the type of person that's overgiving. Oh, all of that. You heard? So it is what it is, man. I be around, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I just like to just do me, man. And be in a healthy relationship to where it's mutualistic, to where, like, either we're both going to benefit, or, you know, it's just mutualistic for us both, because we just love to be together. You understand what I'm saying? It's just, that's just the way it is. Like, I didn't write the rules. I just look at the rules, acknowledge them, realize what they are, and then move accordingly based on that. Like, you know, I can't put certain things in people's head and certain things. I ain't really with that. I just know that everybody has a limit and everybody has a breaking point. Like, you understand? Like, sometimes, you know, who you are is who you are. Like, I made a statement the other night. I had commented on Shorty shit, right? And I was talking about something that, you know, changing an adjective into a pronoun. You understand what I'm saying? Now, these are things that you can actually do in any form or shape in your life when you go through anything. All of these things are interchangeable. Everything that you learn in life is interchangeable. It's just a dial or a scale, whether you want to turn it up or turn it down. Try to find yourself in a relationship that's symbiotic, you heard? More than likely, man, mutualistic over parasitic, you heard? I be you be me. Red Cloud TV.